Please remain standing for the Star Spangled Banner, performed by Benjamin Chiponi, Evelyn Lindros, Arthur Marshall, and Jordan Schoaf, and our alma mater, performed by Madeline Abele and Nicole Karpushka.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
We love the halls of ivy that surround us here today, and we will not forget though we be far, far away. To the hallowed halls of ivy, every voice will bid farewell and shimmer off in twilight like the old vesper bell. One day a hush will fall, the footsteps of us all will echo down the hall and disappear. But as we sadly start our journeys far apart, a part of every heart will linger here in the sacred halls of ivy, where we've lived and learned to know that through the years we'll see you in the sweet afterglow.
Please be seated. Welcome everyone to Riverside's 66th annual commencement. My name is Elisiana Soto Rodriguez, and I am the senior class president. Before I begin, I'd like to take a moment to recognize the senior vice presidents, Baker Brainerd, Grace Sicker, Anna Wojciechowski, and Evelyn Lindros. I'd also like to take a moment to recognize the foreign exchange students who joined us this year at Riverside. Sakura, who's from Japan, Carolyn, who's from Germany, and Muhammad Hilmi, who's from Malaysia. Now, to officially begin my speech, I like to start it with the completely cliche, we made it. So class of 2017, we made it. That was easy, right? Over the last 4 years, we've really changed. Some of us have shapen up, we've matured. Yeah, we've lost some friends, but we've gained some memories that we will never forget and cherish for the rest of our lives. We've grown as scholars, gotten our grades together, and figured out our place in what we want to be in this world. And some of us have just had really great glow-ups. I'm talking about you, Colton Priester. We're going from having to ask to use the bathroom to having to make all of our own decisions. For some of us, it's beyond scary, and others just can't wait for it. But no matter what the case is, I can look at my fellow classmates and see all the amazing things we each are going to accomplish. I could say that I see the next Walt Disney, the next Beyonce, the next Bill Gates up here, but that's not what I want to hear. I want to hear about the next Kenny Scully, the next Alexis Miley, Tay Alexander, and Shay Lewins. I want to hear about the next, insert any of their names here. We as a class have endless possibilities. Our futures are not set in stone. We say that we are the generation that is forever young because we don't let the fact that we're supposed to be adults stop us from dreaming, achieving, adventuring, and living. High school is just the beginning for us, a mere stepping stone for the inspiring futures we have ahead of us. It's so strange to think that we aren't coming back here in the fall, that we're done. But as I look back on these last 4 years, I realize all the memories we share. Whether it's seeing Mr. Glavin run around the school, to being locked in the school due to piles of snow, to Sparky the raccoon giving up his life so that we could have the day off, to all the balloons and chalk, and finally to one of many seniors' favorite memories, Friday nights. Whether it was being part of the student section or playing on the field, no one can deny that we've had some crazy fun times there. So as we are out in the world, achieving all of our dreams, I hope that we can each look back and remember this place, and remember the memories we have with each other. So to end my speech, I'd like to ask that the student section leaders come up here and join me in transforming this stage into the bleachers on a Friday night for one last chant together. All right, ready? Go ahead and start it. Yeah, go ahead.
I believe. I believe. I believe that. I believe that. I believe that we. I believe that we. I believe that we will. I believe that we will. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win.
Thank you. And now please welcome our principal, Mr. Peter Liatos.
Thank you, Luciana. How do I follow something like that? I don't know. Good afternoon. On behalf of the faculty, students, and staff of Riverside High School, I would like to welcome everyone to our 66th commencement honoring the class of 2017. To the families, friends, staff members, members of the Board of Education, central office administrators, and honored guests, thank you all for coming and sharing in this joyous occasion. Commencement has long been a standing tradition that has always been and continues to be a time to relish in feelings of satisfaction and a sense of accomplishment, not only for the graduating students, but also for their families and friends, their teachers, and all who have nurtured and mentored them in preparation for this day. A day for which all of you here should be very proud. We are honored this year to have 2 valedictorians and 1 salutatorian for the class of 2017. It is my pleasure to introduce our first speaker, one of our valedictorians, Brandon Horn. Brandon is the son of Brian and Carrie Horn and is planning on attending Miami University of Ohio to major in biochemistry on a pre-med track. Brandon?
Administration, faculty, family, friends, and fellow graduates, today is a day to be thankful, to reminisce the last 4 years of our lives, and to look forward to whatever adventures and challenges our futures will bring us. To start, we have so many things to be thankful for. Here at Riverside, we have been blessed with a great education thanks to our great administration and dedicated teachers. They have prepared us well for the inevitable challenges of the future. We should be incredibly thankful for family. These past 4 years have come with a lot of ups and downs, and our families have been there to support us along our journey. The future will certainly bring more hardships, and it's encouraging to know that we have our family standing in our corner, supporting us through everything. We should be thankful for each other. The friendships we've shared have provided us with so many memories. We have pushed each other to be better people for each other. We have supported and helped each other through all our successes. Without all of you here today, I would not be the person I've come to be. Now, looking back on these past 4 years, there are so many memories and people that I will never forget. I'll miss waking up at 6 o'clock every morning in August and going through absolute hell with my brothers on that beat-up mud pit of a football field in the back. I'll miss looking out into the crowd and smiling as I watch the student section get rowdy and fired up. I'll miss going crazy with my friends and my teammates during the lip dubs. I'll miss all the Saturday nights spent with the boys and the late nights out painting the trestle. I won't forget standing in the freezing rain at 4 in the morning with a lot of you in the hopes of making one last amazing memory. There are so many things I've come to love in these years, and I won't soon forget them. Now we get to today and the unknown of the future. Some of us will be off to college in a couple months. Some of us will start working full-time in the upcoming weeks. Some of us are courageous enough to enter and serve in the military. Whichever path you follow, there will be surprises and challenges along the way. Do not let those things get in the way of your goals. Attack all of your goals and the challenges that come with them with max effort, and nothing will stand in your way. And one more thing. Don't look back on these years with regret and remorse, but look forward with anticipation, because today marks the day where the fun really begins. Thank you.
Our next speaker is also one of our valedictorians, Christina Bransell. Christina is the daughter of Scott and Lori Bransell and is planning on attending Case Western Reserve University to major in chemistry and music. Christina?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Have you ever stopped to wonder about the English alphabet? Just 26 simple letters, yet they can do so much. Arrange some of them, and you get a word. Words can have a multitude of purposes, from entertainment to instruction. Now here's an odd notion. Everything you have ever read, every book, every poster, every magazine, has just been composed of different combinations of those same 26 letters. And what are those letters but scribbles? We've spent the past 12 years of our lives learning how to express ourselves through the written words. It started in kindergarten when we could not recite our ABCs and anything written was little more than unintelligible scribbles. Now, as graduating high school seniors, hopefully we can recite our ABCs, and anything written sometimes looks unintelligible, but that's due to our own personal font and not a fundamental misunderstanding of the written word. We've progressed to add 2 and 2 together successfully, conduct science experiments without getting all of the chemicals on ourselves, and perform concerts where only a few of our notes are abhorrent squeaks. But some things remain eternal, like our curiosity. Little kids get into everything, whether because they want to know what it is, how it works, or even how it tastes. Now, as seniors, this curiosity more often manifests itself socially through late-night steak and shake runs with your band friends or sleepovers on school nights. Whether known or unbeknownst to us, we've spent the last 12 years or 18 years of our lives continually seeking out and evaluating new experiences on our quest for purpose, and it's something we should keep doing for the rest of our lives. Learning doesn't stop with the classroom and is not limited to academia. Good decisions come from experience, and experience comes from bad decisions, like bringing a bag of chips onto the football field during a band show. And so whether your final year of not paying bills and being a senior was exactly like the glorified High School Musical or a complete and utter dumpster fire, everyone learned something about who they are, which will be useful when you're sitting in your dorm at 3 a.m. eating ramen, wondering why you procrastinated on that 20-page paper. High school was a time for exploring your interests and finding your place, but so is the rest of life. Let's keep exploring and trying new things and learning as much as we can. In the words of John Wilkes Booth, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So aim high, be bold, and celebrate yourself. Congratulations, class of 2017, and go Beavers.
Our final speaker today is Benjamin Chipone, who is our salutatorian. Benjamin is the son of Gerald and Tammy Chipone and is planning on attending the Ohio State University to major in psychology. Ben?
Well, here we are. We're at a time and a moment that some of us never dreamed would happen. We've been high schoolers for so long, it's hard to believe that our high school journey is finally over. All the laughter, the tears, and everything else won't matter after today. It's crazy to think of all the different paths we're taking, and the fact that we may never see each other again is hard to imagine. I remember my first day of high school like it was yesterday. I was late for my first class, which was choir, and I thought it was the end of the world. Walking from my locker in John R. to the choir room in Riverside was like trekking up Mount Everest. Today, thinking of myself surrounded by seniors that looked like giants, I can only look back and laugh. I know that all of the seniors graduating today have had similar experiences to mine. One word of advice I've heard a lot throughout my time is to appreciate every moment because it goes by so fast. I never really believed the countless number of people I heard say this until this year. The time I've spent with others and the countless amazing experiences I've had have made this year fly by. I know that early in high school I thought it would never end, but here we are, graduating from this place we've known and grown to love and moving on to bigger and brighter futures. There is no telling where life might take us, but we will always know that we can come back and think of the times that we had at Riverside. We would not have been able to come this far without the support of various groups. To all of the teachers we have had, thank you for your dedication to your students and your passion every day in doing what you love. You truly inspire us to inspire others and show that you care about the lives of each and every one of us. Thank you for always doing your best to make sure that we succeeded, even if we may have wanted to give up sometimes. To the parents, thank you for supporting and never giving up on us as well. Even though we may sometimes not appreciate your hard work or support, or think that you nag too much, we know that you have our best interests at heart. We try to make you proud in whatever we do, and we know that you are proud of us for our accomplishments. Finally, to all of you on this stage, thank you for making my high school experience truly unforgettable. There may be people we dislike or have had history with, but none of that will matter in 30 years. As we go on, we should remember the times we spent together and the times that we had, even if they may not all be good. Truly, these times have shaped us as people, and we owe our character today to each other. Our experiences would not have been the same without each other, and I am truly grateful for the time we have spent. Even if it may not seem like it, every one of us has influenced each other, even if in a small way. One lyric from the alma mater really sticks with me and is one I want to share again. In the sacred halls of ivy, where we lived and learned to know, that through the years we'll see you in the sweet afterglow. The final lyric of this song is truly fitting to all the seniors graduating today. Riverside is a place where we have not only grown academically, but as people. We have learned tolerance and acceptance and have learned to treat others with the respect that we think we deserve. Even though we may forget some assignments we spent hours on, or that time we got in trouble, we will never forget the impact that high school had on us, the memories that we have made, and the countless people we have come in contact with. The memories of the friendships, the extracurriculars, and the bonds we have formed with people we have known for many years will never fade. We will always be able to see the place where we lived, and even in our old age, we will truly be grateful for the amazing times that we have spent with one another. We are all gathered on this stage for one reason, to move on. As we go on, I encourage you all to make the most of every minute of life and always strive to inspire others the way you have inspired and challenged me. I know that we will all go on to do amazing things, and the ability on this stage today is overwhelming. This may seem like an ending, but it is only just the beginning. We all have amazing futures ahead of us, and this point is only the beginning of the rest of our lives. Lives that may be filled with ups and downs, but regardless of what happens, we will always remember and reflect on the times that we had. Life is not about living day to day to get by, but it is about living each day like it is our last. The experiences of life do not end here today. I know that we will all go on to make the most of our lives and use the lessons that we have learned to be fulfilled and satisfied with lives that will go in countless directions. In the words of Michael Dell, the founder of Dell Computers, as you start your journey, the first thing you should do is throw away that store-bought map and begin to draw your own. As we go our separate ways, we should not only use the lessons we have learned, but start to make our own. Our futures may not be easy, but the lessons we have learned will help us to create our own lives. Thank you, all of you, for encouraging me to live unafraid and unrestrained for the rest of my life.
Thank you to all of our speakers. You all did a very nice job with your speeches. Thank you. As we come together today to celebrate the class of 2017, Today is also a very special day in the history of Riverside High School. On June 4th, 1952, 65 years ago to the day, Riverside High School graduated its first class of students. In the programs that were handed out today, we have recognized the students that were part of Riverside's first graduating class, and are also very honored to have some members from the class of 1952 with us here today. And some of you might have noticed they led our students to the stage during the processional. I'd like to take a moment to recognize these gentlemen from Riverside's first graduating class, the class of 1952. Howard Davis, Jim Hare, and George Haddon. Thank you for being here with us today on this very special day and sharing it with us. At this time, I would like to welcome Mr. George Bellios, who will be doing the presentation of scholarships. Mr. Bellios?
Thank you, Mr. Liatzos. It's our pleasure to recognize the recipients of a number of local scholarships that we presented to the members of the Riverside High School graduating class of 2017. These awards are made possible through the generosity and kindness of a number of individuals, families, and organizations who have a long history with the Riverside Local School District. Specific background information about each scholarship is available in the latter portion of your program. Now, graduates, as I call out your name, please come forward to form a line across the front of our stage. And that list includes Wallace Brainerd, Christina Bransell, Jared Buckholz, Ben Chaponi, Nicholas Curver, Jacob Osicki, Abby Plassard, Thomas Rovnak, Asia Rusnak, Emily Schutt, Ryan Schwartzwalder, Jordan Schoaf, John Slansky, Allison Tilk, Anna Watson, and Mackenzie Wolf. Now, recipients, as the awards are announced, please step forward to be recognized and to receive your award from the presenter. Then please step back in line until all presentations have been made. We will start out with the Henry F. Lamuth Memorial Scholarship. That will be presented by Mr. Dave Inzera. And the recipient is Anna Watson. The George E. Insko Jr. Scholarship will be presented by Mr. Ken Insko, and the recipient is Abby Plassard. The John J. Weiss Scholarship will be presented by Mr. John Weiss, and the recipients are Ryan Schwartzwalder and John Slansky. We have 8 recipients for the RLEA Teachers Memorial Scholarship, which will be presented by Mr. Matt Ozinga. And those recipients are Christina Bransell, Jared Buckholz, Ben Chaponi, Nicholas Curver, Thomas Rovnek, Ryan Schwartzwalder, Jordan Schoaf, and Allison Tilk. Mr. Martin Hillier is here to present the Christina Hillier Memorial Scholarship, and the recipient is John Slansky. The Dr. Mary Allen Porter Memorial Scholarship will be presented by Mrs. Susan Porter Perch, and the recipient is Abby Plassard. The Joanne McDaniel Memorial Scholarship will be presented by Mr. Joshua McDaniel, and the recipient is Christina Bransell. Mrs. Janice Wunderlich is here to present the Janice R. Wunderlich Scholarship, and the recipient is Christina Bransell. The David R. Baker Memorial Scholarship will be presented by Mr. Mark Baker, and there are 2 recipients, Emily Shutt and Thomas Rovnak. Mrs. Nancy Land is here to present the Lawrence Land Memorial Scholarship, and the recipient is Allison Tilk. The RBI Club Scholarship will be presented by Mr. Ron Schwartzwalder, and the recipient is Jacob Osicki. We have 4 recipients for the Riverside High School Alumni Scholarship, which will be presented by Mrs. Joan Parks. The recipients are Wallace Brainerd, Jared Buckholz, Asia Rusnak, and Mackenzie Wolf. On behalf of the Riverside Local Board of Education, we would like to congratulate all of our recipients and thank our presenters for their kindness and generosity in making these awards possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bellis. I now have the distinct honor and privilege to introduce our commencement speaker, Judge Mike Cicconetti. Judge Cicconetti has been judge of the Painesville Municipal Court since January of 1994 and is currently in his 3rd 6-year term of office. Judge Cicconetti is a 1969 Riverside High School graduate, summa cum laude graduate of St. Leo College in Florida, and received his law degree from Cleveland State University in 1980. Judge Cicconetti was in private practice for 13 years prior to the bench and served as a member of the Painesville Township Board of Education for 4 years, and is an elected Painesville Township trustee for 14 years prior to his election as judge. Judge Cicconetti served as president of the American Judges Association, an organization of 2,500 judges from the United States and Canada from 2005 to 2006. He is also active in numerous community activities, including the Ohio Municipal and County Judges Association, the Northern Ohio Judges Association, which he served as president in 1998, and the Coalition of Justice Associations. Innovative and creative sentencing has brought Judge Cicconetti national and international attention. His sentencing practices have been the subject of articles in national and international news media publications and articles in nearly every major newspaper worldwide, and all local and national news programs, including The Today Show, Good Morning America, CBS Morning Show, Fox News, CNN, Dr. Phil, ABC 2020, and Crime Watch Daily. Judge Cicconetti is a proud father of 5 children and resides in Concord Township. Please welcome Judge Mike Cicconetti.
Straighten out here. My life is like a post-it notes, and so is my speech, so bear with me. Welcome, everyone, parents, grandparents, siblings, administration, teachers, staff, everyone, and those that purchased their tickets from Groupon up there. I noticed one thing with this. Now, I have to tell you, I graduated from Riverside. It was 48 years ago. It was the 18th graduating class. Congratulations to the first graduating class. We were bad, really bad. I had to check, especially the gentlemen here, to see that they're wearing pants. We didn't, nor did some of the females. Well, what happened there was we used to have a baccalaureate. I told you I'm going to go all over the place here. Before the commencement, and one of the students, a friend of mine, was growing a mustache. Well, back in 1969, you couldn't have any facial hair. So they would not let him walk with the graduating class. So in protest, we just didn't wear any pants for that. And as I was walking on the stage today, before everyone was in here, I came in this way and walked over here by the diplomas and opened one up just to look at it. And damn, it's the same thing. There is not a diploma in there. And you know why? Go back to the class of '69. The other protest was some of the students, when they received their diplomas, the real ones, as they got them, they walked right off the stage and walked out the door. That was part of the protest. So they walked right out. So from the next year, beginning in 1970, there's not a diploma in that folder. You don't get it until you finish. Now, I said I was in the class of '69. I'm probably going to just tell a little personal story here, if you don't mind, for a little bit. I was not the best student. Well, I probably shouldn't even say it that way. I wasn't a very good student. As a matter of fact, I had failed geometry. It's the only one I failed in my life, but anyways. And I was kind of wandering out there helplessly and really basically a screw-up in high school. And it wasn't until there was a teacher in the school who somehow noticed me and found something in me that I didn't see. And that person was David Shaner. The auditorium at Riverside is the name of that. Strict disciplinarian he was. And I had to sit in that. There was a little observation room. Maybe some of you parents or grandparents might remember that if you had Shaner for a teacher. If you messed up in class or didn't do what you're supposed to do, in the observation room, Mr. Cicconetti. And I spent many hours in there. But finally, he saw something in me. He said, Mr. Cicconetti, I'd like you to be in one of my plays. So I said, are you kidding me? First of all, it was a time devoted, would take away from, well, I was 18 at that time, 3-2 beer. But it would take time away, and finally I consented, and I did it. Well, I ended up having the leads in both plays, the junior play and the senior play. and it kind of turned me around. But still, academically, I wasn't that good. And I don't know how this happened. And I looked at the program. Matter of fact, my sister gave this to me last month on my 66th birthday. She dug it out. And it's the commencement program from 1969. And I went through there and I looked at my name, and there's 2 asterisks by my name. I go, oh, I know what that means. Well, it didn't mean what I thought. And I went to it and it said that we graduated from VOED school. That is Auburn Career Center. And that's sort of what changed it around. In my senior year, there probably wasn't much of a shot I was going to get through my senior year academically. So there was a program called Distributive Education. And I enrolled in that, and really with the help of David Shaner and Bob Gaw, who was a teacher there, and it taught you it was in the for retail. So I worked at Fisher Foods at the time, then Fazio's, whatever it is, and I really, it found me, and then I found that, and I excelled at it. As a matter of fact, became Student of the Year in that class, and was able to get through Riverside and graduate. So. And I'm proud to be a Riverside graduate. That's part of my story. And as a matter of fact, I'm the oldest of 9 children, and all 9 of us went to Riverside High School. So then I went to Lakeland, for a couple of years. And I'm going to tell this class here just a couple things. Guys, how many of you are going to college? Raise your hand. Quite a few. How many are going in the military? Now, there's 5 of you. All right, I want everybody to applaud. God bless you, God bless America, and be safe. Thank you. And for the others that are not going to college, we recently bought a home in Florida, and I had surgery, so we were recuperating, but my wife, she wanted these pictures hung up all over the place, and, I said, first of all, I can't do that. I can't handle the tools, and couldn't hang these paintings. So we went out to look for someone to hang them. It's $110 an hour to have someone come in and hang pictures. I paid it. But what I'm telling those that aren't going to college, there's so many opportunities out there. There are so many jobs out there. If you just drive down Tyler Boulevard, you see the CNC operators. We need this, we need that. Do not be afraid to go back and go over to Auburn Career Center. All the trades, you can't find a plumber, you can't find a carpenter, you can't find an electrician. If you're not going to college, or even if you are in college and want to have something on the side to fall back on, do it, because the jobs are out there. And the answer always isn't college here. So in the next few years, we're going to need those people. And you have the opportunity to do that. Don't be afraid to do it. It's nothing lesser. Trust me on that. The class here of 2017, 2 years after you were born, the world was changed by 10 people. You are living in a completely different world than I lived in prior to that. And you have so many challenges in this world. What I was going to say has been said before. Your opportunities, and et cetera, and what a great class you are. But I just want to tell you to hang in there. We're going through a period of time now. This is a young country. We really don't have an identity. We're less than 250 years old. And you look at the countries in Europe and Africa and Asia, they are thousands of years old. We're like that child trying to learn how to speak. That's what our country is right now. So, we have so many conflicts in this country, and sometimes we really don't know where we are. We're so overly sensitive. Every day that you pick up the paper, there's some celebrity apologizing for something. And I wonder when I pick it up and we look at the people protesting, like Chief Wahoo, aren't we just a little oversensitive? If they protest Chief Wahoo, why not the Boston Celtics, right? They have a that little drunk Irishman on there. Well, hell, I'm half Irish. You know, we should be protesting that. You know, sometimes there's just better things to do in life than worry about the little things. You know, we have you almost become numb. You over here become numb, and all of us. You know, every day there's bombings, there's shootings, there's this and that, and it's just go, okay. You know, when all this first started, go, oh my God, that's horrible, and CNN is on there, and they have the cameras there, and we're all going, oh God, that's horrible. You know, and you know what? And I really hate to say it, we've become numb and desensitized to what's going on in the world. And this is your challenge, class. This is your challenge to pick up on that and do change the world. Just in a little way, you may do that. And I hope that you do. There's one other thing, this is probably going to piss off the parents, okay? First of all, I'm going to tell the students, you know, you have, as a citizen, you really have 3 obligations to do in this world. And you're all 18. One, of course, is to serve in the military. Well, there's only 5 of you that are going to do that, and thank God that you're doing that. The next one is to vote, and the next one is to serve on the jury. Okay? Enough of the civics lessons. Now, I want to tell you something else. But because of that, you have certain rights in this country. And I was talking to Steve Jeffries before we came in about people getting arrested, and you know, the police sometimes are just over-aggressive with what they do. Now, this is a judge talking, okay? And I see it, but it's also a parent talking. One that has 5 kids that have gone through college, 2 that are still in college. So this is directed to you. You do have rights. Now, there are police officers out there, and this is where I think it's wrong, because there's a law out there about consumption of alcohol. And I feel strongly about this, and this is kind of where you may, bear with me, don't walk out, okay? You know, with the drinking of the beer, and I've gone to every college campus that my kids have been on, and there hasn't been one time that I haven't walked into a dorm room or somewhere on campus and see signs of a natty light hanging around, right? Yeah, just get it. Okay, I mean, they all have it. And the aggressive and what happens is when a student or a person 18 gets cited for that, that's a misdemeanor of the 1st degree. It's called consumption of alcohol. That is the most serious misdemeanor there is, which means you can go to jail for up to 6 months, $1,000 fine. But more importantly, if you're cited for that, it goes on your record. All of you people up here, most of you, with scholarships, especially the continuing scholarships, if there are any, and government aid, would lose that because of a conviction for that. Well, that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me that you have to be a junior in college before you can drink a beer. Now, you're all going to do it. Probably don't like me saying this, parents, but you know in the back of your mind they're going to do it, if they haven't already. I know they have already. There may be even some under the gowns today, right? Who's got liquor hidden? Okay. So to you, I'm going to tell you this. You're going to do it. Just be careful, be smart about it. You saw the latest thing that I'm doing in court. It was on the news the other day. I'm having people convicted of OVI install Uber and Lyft and activate it, not just install it, on their phone. So when you were drinking, when you go off to college, when you go off to your job, when you go out with your friends, please, please, be smart, not only for yourself, but for the sake of the parents who have raised you for these 18 years and put everything they've had into your life. And when you leave here today, I want you to give them a hug out there, okay? After you throw your caps up in the air, next thing you do is you go to your parents and you give them a hug and you thank them for what they've done for the last 18 years, okay? Okay, I can't just say that without summing up what I think. And here's what I think. I think the law should be changed to age 19 for beer. That way you're out of college. Okay. Because we were held hostage by the federal government in changing that. Because it was 18, then it went to 19, and then the federal government, that may go away now, but the federal government that time held us hostage and said, you're not getting any highway funds unless you lower it to, or make the drinking age 21 for everything. But I would love to see it at 19. I think it will be more responsible drinking, and it will certainly avoid, some of these really foolish citations. My bailiff, Taylor's mom, Thompson over here, she knows what we go through with Lake Erie College here, because the kids come in and they, all the time, they're going to drink. And the over-aggressive policeman will stop them and search them. And here's where I want to talk about your rights, too. Rights on search and seizure. If you're stopped for a headlight, or you're stopped for, no front license plate, something very small, very, very minor, and you've done nothing else wrong, and the police officer says, may I search your car? And they do this on college campuses all the time, because 9 out of 10 times they're going to find something in there, whether it's marijuana, whether it's alcohol, whatever, inside that car, but there's no signs of it. Here, if you do fulfill your obligations as a citizen, utilize your rights. And your rights, if that officer says, may we search your car, you say, absolutely not. You must get a search warrant. My car will be here. If you want to go get a search warrant, come back and get it. Don't let them search your car, because I've seen that happen too many times. It's a freebie, and I don't think I deserve it. I probably shouldn't be saying that, but you know what? Damn it, those are your rights, and I just can't see a kid's life being ruined for something like that, okay? Okay, folks, I'm gonna close this out, but before I do, I again want to issue the challenge to you students, the class of 2017. And I'd like to end it with this. If I knew Ben Chipone here had such a great voice, I probably would have went to him before and had him sing this. This would have been the perfect ending, I think, to what I had to say. And it's a song from, some of you may remember, from Billy Joel. It kind of takes a history of his life from 1949 to 1986. And sometimes it's used I think it should be used in history classes when they're not all concerned about these damn standardized tests instead of teaching. But anyways, I got to end this before I get on a real roll, okay? So the song from Billy Joel ends like this, and this is your challenge. I had it here. Yeah, here it is. I told you I have Post-it notes. It goes like this. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning. Since the world's been turning, we didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it. But we tried to fight it. That's your job. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge Cicconetti. We are deeply honored that you're here with us today and for sharing your personal experiences. Good luck with the rest of your career. Thank you. Before I begin with the presentation of the class, I would like to take a moment to recognize some special groups in our audience today. First, I would like to recognize the parents of our graduates. Thank you for all that you have done in raising such fine young men and women and for giving us the opportunity to work with your sons and daughters. It truly has been an honor and our pleasure. Would the parents of our graduates please stand and be recognized? Second, I would like to recognize the alumni of Riverside High School. Thank you for setting the standard that each class strives for each year and for creating the legacy that each of our graduates will become part of. Would the Riverside High School alumni please stand and be recognized? Next, I would like to recognize the Riverside Local Schools staff. This dedicated group of individuals consistently went above and beyond the call of duty to ensure that all of our graduates receive a quality education. They have left lasting impressions on all of our graduates, and we all appreciate the hard work and devotion that was shown. Would the Riverside Local School staff please stand and be recognized? And now to our graduates. The moment you have been dreaming about for many years has finally arrived. Over the past several years, you have worked very hard and studied, practiced, played, and grown mentally as well as physically, and now you are here, ready to begin your lives as members of the adult community. And looking back at all of your years in the Riverside schools, I'm sure you have many things that you will remember and cherish for the rest of your lives. After today, some of you may already have your futures mapped out. Some of you will go on to further your education at various colleges, universities, and technical schools. Others will decide to serve this great country of ours in one of the branches of our military, and still others will decide to join the workforce. Whatever it is you decide to do, I'm confident that the education and life lessons you have received during your years in the Riverside schools will help you meet every challenge that will come your way and elevate you to a prominent position in our society. To the class of 2017, you truly were special and unique. Your class was gifted academically, artistically, and musically, and excelled athletically. The leadership you provided in our building was evident and much appreciated by all. The underclassmen all looked up to you. Your class was big in motivation, heart, and school spirit. The class of 2017 excelled academically as many students were recognized locally, statewide, and nationally for their achievements. This class also excelled in the arts by receiving numerous awards by our various musicians and artists at local, regional, and state competitions. Our vocational students excelled at Auburn Career Center and were recognized as top performing students in their fields. Our athletes received multiple awards of distinction from the Western Reserve Conference and the Ohio High School Athletic Association. We're going to miss seeing you every day and interacting with you every day, but couldn't be happier for you as you start this next chapter in your lives. In a few short minutes, you will be coming up here to receive your diploma, bringing close to your high school days, but beginning your days as Riverside High School alumni. Your legacy has been created. Thank you, congratulations, and good luck to the class of 2017. I now would like to present the class of 2017 to Mr. James Kalis, Superintendent, and confirm that this class has met all the requirements of the Riverside High School administration and faculty, the Ohio Department of Education, and the Riverside Local Board of Education. I would like to call Mr. Kalis to the podium.
For all the students that were excited about the prospect of the drinking age to be turned into 19, you didn't hear Judge Cicconetti said that he also thinks the driving age should be changed to 42. Good afternoon. I would like to welcome all our families and friends to share in this special occasion. Graduates, you only graduate once from high school, and it's my hope that you cherish this moment. I know today is a special day for all of you. As many of you already know, especially the parents who have had the opportunity to attend past Riverside commencement ceremonies, there are many speakers imparting very practical advice to our graduates in such a short period of time. And there are a few things I learned over the years. Is number one, the graduating seniors are much more interested in the student and keynote speakers as they should be, especially today, Judge Cicconetti. And two, they would rather be celebrating with their family and friends than listening to me and the principal whom they've listened to for the past 13 years of their educational lives. So I'm going to make this very brief. While I look out at all of you in your caps and gowns, I know that you're all on the cusp of great things. I'm so proud of your hard work, determination, and perseverance. I want to congratulate all of you for this tremendous accomplishment and hope that you will leave Riverside High School well equipped to reach your goals while following your passion to create your own path to success and happiness. I have no doubt that each and every student in this auditorium will make Riverside proud. My one request to you, to all of you, is to stay in touch with us. Please do not lose sight of your roots. While I am certain that all of you will go on to bigger and better things all over the world, you'll always have a home here at Riverside. I encourage you to join our Alumni Association so you can stay in touch with the school district and continue your support for the generations that follow you, as evidenced today by having the class of 1952 here as well. As you all move on to your next chapter in your lives, please continue to be our supporters, our volunteers, and our advocates. And lastly, be proud to carry that Riverside pride with you to wherever you go, wherever your path may lead you. In closing, I wish you good luck and use what you have learned at Riverside to build a bright and shining future. It is my hope that your pathway is straight and true, and your destination is golden with happiness and alive with vibrant promise. On behalf of the Riverside Board of Education, its administrators, faculty, and staff, I would like to congratulate you on your graduation and academic accomplishments thus far. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the Riverside High School class of 2017 to Riverside Local School Board President, Mrs. Jennifer Harden.
Thank you, Mr. Kalis. On behalf of the Riverside Local Board of Education, I would like to congratulate you all, our 2017 graduates. Just like Mr. Kalis, I promise not to take a lot of your time today because I know you're all ready to get your diplomas and be official graduates. I thought a lot about what I wanted to say today. And it seems like just yesterday that I was a new graduate here at Mentor High School, when it's actually been over 20 years. So I thought about what kind of advice I wanted to leave you with today. And it's very simple. Be good to your family. I will never forget when I was 22 years old and a senior at Bowling Green State University. My mom and dad drove up for the afternoon to spend time with me to celebrate my birthday, and I was an absolute jerk. I didn't like the golf clubs they bought me for no reason, and I was short with them, and I didn't think at all about their feelings. And the reason I tell you this today is because I ask you to think of your parents often throughout your adulthood, and especially throughout the new journey you're about to embark on. If you're heading off to the military, and mom and dad want to take you out to dinner, please go. When you go and set up that first dorm room and your mom wants to put the sheets on your bed and rearrange the pictures, just let her. If you're getting your first apartment and dad wants to look at that leaky faucet, please allow him. Because these first things aren't only about you. It's the first time your parents are doing these things as well, and they need to be a part of this moment in time. As my kids get older and I become more of a spectator in their lives, I see and feel this more and more. I just want to be a part of what they're experiencing, and I'm sure your parents do too. The older I get, I even feel this with my own parents. And if you're lucky enough to have, and I want to let them experience everything with my own children. So be good to your mom and dad. And if you're lucky enough to have your grandparents in your life, still be kind to them as well. And don't forget your brothers and sisters. Life goes by in an instant, and you don't want to look back and regret the time that you didn't spend with your family. Because as the late Princess Diana said, family is the most important thing in the world. Thank you, and congratulations again, graduates.
We ask that you please hold all applause until the final graduate's name has been called. I had to say it. Elisiana Giovanna Soto Rodriguez. Wallace Baker Brainerd. Grace Ann Sicker. Anna Rose Wykowski. Evelyn Herrick Lindros. Benjamin Vernon Chiponi. Brandon Aaron Horn. Christina Diane Bransell. Arthur Remington Marshall. Jordan Michelle Schaff. Nicole Marie Karpuska. Madeline Elizabeth Abele. Emily Ruth Azarud. Tay Alexander. Alyssa Marie Allen. Alex John Archaki. Patrick Terrence Armetta II. Jonathan Allen Arn. Cassidy Ann Atina. Brianna Elizabeth Batamy. Cody Bryce Baker. Kaylee Christine Baker. Alicia Geraldine Bartzalowskis. Quinlan Coyne Baus. Jose Yoriel Becerra Avina. Madison Noel Bell. Kara Helene Benedum. Victoria Lynn Biliani. Danielle Faith Blair. Jacob Paul Bose. Maxwell James Brady. Hannah Mackenzie Brentar. Jared Andrew Buckles. Justine Marie Campagna. Nicole Diane Campbell. Charles Worthington Cantrell. Joshua Charles Carafa. Marissa Marie Carmigiano. Michael Neil Cawthon. Kimberly Ellie Champa. Natalie Gontero Chandler. Hannah Clapp. Brandon Matthew Clare. Matthew Robert Cleary. Hannah Alexa Cole. Cameron Trevor Collier. Kaylee Noel Cope. Brandon J. Cox. Michael David DeBacker. Joshua Seth Dangle. Alyssa Leanne DeSellums. Anthony Stephen DeFranco. Susan Carol Dominish. Benjamin Abram Dujanovic. Colby Joel Ellis. Dylan Anthony Estep. Megan Elizabeth Eveland. Jacob John Fender. Nicholas James Fernandez. Shauna Marie Fiersick. James Edward Fitzgerald. Robin Mackenzie Fletcher. Ian Christopher Fogelman. Emily Christine Fortuna. Morgan Marie Fowler. Jenna Marie Frabata. Sierra Monet Franick Jones. Tyler Lee Fullars. Tori Marie Funnell. Allie K. Goldie. Tressa Rose Goletz. Shane Garrett Graham. Zachary David Greben. Brennan Lee Griffin. James David Griffiths. Theodore Grove Hack. Lauren Katrina Hagerman. Austin James Halladina. Carmela Maria Hall. Christopher Edward Harding. Cassandra Marie Harnest. Courtney Faye Harpster. Mackenzie Rose Havens. Rachel Reagan Heyman. Melanie Rose Hainick.
Catherine Kelly Hedger. Austin Patrick Hayduck McFarland. Paul Eugene Heitman. Darius Alonzo Hines. Lillian Elizabeth Hoja. Jerome David Hotchkins. Tristan Jacob Howell. Jack Edgar Hoy. Emily Delaney Hughes. Kelly Ann Hunt. Sarah Jane Iaboni. Sarah Michelle Iliano. Athena Rose Iorillo. Katie Annette Ivory. Catherine Marie Ivaskovic. Timothy Michael Johnson. Nora Jones. Amanda Marie Jordan. Christina Joseph. Sierra Jeanette Justice. Jonah Khalil. Chad David Kalb. Gabrielle Khalil. Stephen Michael Katona. Nicholas Adam Curver. Kashaya Antonique King. Mark Edward Knaus. Jordan Michelle Kowalczyk. Stephanie Grace Crisal. Samantha Josephine Kunzman. James Labry. Alexandria Rose Lameda. Andrea Ray Langan. Hannah Rose Lease. Gabriella Magdalene Lemieux. Shay Catherine Lewins. Bailey Janero Lewis. Jared Thomas Linder. Brandon Lee Lindgren. Audrey Alexa Leiser. Gregory Lohr. Anrami Murnola Lori. Maurice Javon Love. Erin Rose Lothian. Jocelyn Dawn Earhart Makeda. Tyler William Mack. Peyton Olivia Mackey. Tristan Cameron McGill Johnson. Cameron Lucille Malkamaki. Zachary Albert Mansfield. Sydney Elizabeth Mapes. Jacob David Marazek. Nicholas Stephen Marple. Jessica Heavenly Martin. Noah Quinton Mayer. Cooper Michael McCarthy. Caitlin Nicole McCanna. John George McMasters. Dylan Carter McNeil. Jose Carlos Mendez. Megan Colleen Menmere. Alexis Michaela Miley. Nathaniel Michael Bradley Miller. Seth Robert Miller. Preston Benjamin Miskingman. Kelsey Grace Moore. Jason Allen Moreland. Ryan William Moreland. Isabella Christine Monoretto. Nicholas Anthony Murray. Eric T. Milikoski. Emily Ann Nagley. Haley McKenna Nelson. Sean Michael Novak. Claire Peyton O'Brien. Colin Patrick O'Neill. Nathan Brooks Anderson. Nicole Ann Osborne. Jacob Gabriel Osicki.
Jesus Antonio Pacheco. Kathleen Trinity Page. Cameron Christopher Paratoy. Joshua Benjamin Parisi. Olivia Renee Parsons. Ryan Thomas Painter. Jordan Lee Patine. Haley Christine Petrie. Richmond Parker Phillips. David Matthew Pierce. Abby Dawn Plassard. Ariana Danielle Podmore. Colton Tyler Priester. Joshua James Prielson. Celeste Rose Prusy. Brittany Rose Prugel. Jordan Lynn Radovanik. Amber Marie Reynolds. Rosalie Marie Rinderman. Emily May Ringler. Abigail Lynn Rippin. Jenna Elizabeth Roberto. Kara Robinson. Dominic Michael Romano. Christopher Rosa. Thomas Paul Rovnak. Asia Ali Rusnak. Rachel Marie Shine. Miranda Joy Salvia. Ryan Taylor Renee Samples. Kanani Chi Sanders. Paul Albert Schubert. Zachary Thomas Schultz. Emily Lucille Shutt. Alexis Marie Schwartzwalder. Ryan Jeffrey Schwartzwalder. Elizabeth Ann Cellini. Elizabeth Rose Sarago. Natalie Henning Sevitz. Chelsea K. Shivek. Patrick Michael Thomas Short. Mark June Silver. Shane Jacob Samodi. Kenneth Dawson Scully. John Thomas Slansky. Joseph Andrew Sleds. Jacob Alexander Slemps. Jenna Marie Smith. Keenan Perry Smith. Andrea Page Specht. Dylan Jacob Stempel. Morgan Elizabeth Story. Anna Catherine Stowe. Tyler Allen Stranahan. Thomas James Sullivan. Emily Lynn Sustar. Andrew Thomas Sutman. Eliana Michelle Zarati. Matthew Aaron Tagg. Giovanni Tavares. Tierra Brianna Taylor. Taylor Mary Thompson. Allison Marie Tilk. Devin Michael Tompkins. Haley Nicole Toth. David Zachary Tufts. Brittany Rose Turner. Cheyenne Marie Urban. Jessica Nicole Urch. Austin John Van Pelt. Andrew Venelak. Brianna Lynn Viola. Morgan Elena Vitanza. Kaylee Sarah Black. Sarah Yvonne Wagner. Helena Elizabeth Walker. Miranda Nicole Warren. Anna Elizabeth Watson. Riley Dustin Weaver. Madison Lee Wells. Faith Ellen West. Bailey Mattison Weston. Audrey Page Whipple. Richard William Westner. Paige Renee Wojciechowski. Mackenzie Park Wolf. Allison Ann Wolf. Brandon Orlo Yater. Owen Blake Young. Marissa Rose Zingales. Anna Lynn Zito. Hannah Nicole Zorich. Jenna Ann Zofko. Congratulations, class of 2017.
Yep. All right. Congratulations to the class of 2017. Please stand up. And now move your tassels from the left to the right. We made it!
Congratulations, the class of 2017. Thank you, everyone, for attending.